The economy is so bad that companies are downsizing and cutting staff and making one person do the job of 3 and 4 people. Companies are pinching pennies, they're lowering wages, they're not giving raises or bonuses. The cost of everything has gone up exponentially. Trying to get an education to get out of your field to get into another field to make money isn't working either, because the cost of education has gone up several 100%. This sentiment does not work when there are people who have been in their jobs for years, who have degrees, who have work experience, who have been with a business for like 10, 15 years. They're being let go, and then they can't get a job for more than like $17 an hour, $20 an hour max, which is not a livable wage right now. So yes, you absolutely need to do your research.
Hello everyone, it's Emmanuel Cooke. Today we will be reacting to a new video, and I hope that you guys enjoy the video.
Hey, TikTok again. I wanted to go in here and kind of pour my heart out a bit. My voice is still fucking fucked up, but bear with me, okay? I'm just so tired of being broke. B-R-O-K-E, broke. Like, literally, I just got paid today, and all that, like, literally over 75% of my money went towards rent, and then I still got other bills to pay, and then there's so, like, a whole handful of bills I'm just behind on, which includes my student loans. Like, and this is too much. This is getting too much. Like, this country is becoming too much. Like, I'm just so tired of talking about this. I really genuinely am tired of talking. I'm just ready and waiting for just that group of people that's really about it, and dedicated, and have a full-blown plan. I'm not talking about some, let's March, like February 29th, we're gonna stop going to work and all this stuff, all these little pop-up strikes. Like, stop doing that. Like, no, we need to be for real. But at the same time too, if we're gonna be doing this type of stuff, we need to have backup plans and stuff when stuff goes left or goes AWOL for somebody, because it's like, yeah, somebody like me, I don't have anywhere else to fall back on if, shit really hits the fan. I really don't. And it's like, what about people like that? And it's just, I'm just tired of it. Like, I'm so tired. Like, and I'm so tired of working my ass off to the bone. And even when I work my ass off to the bone, it's still pennies. It's pennies. Maybe at one point we were making quarters. Now the stuff dropped to pennies. This is insanity, and it's not fair. It's not right. Like, the government is doing people wrong. And it's just like, bro, and y'all still say, like, oh, yeah, I trust my government, blah, blah, blah. No, these people, they don't care about y'all. Like, I mean, I thought, my mouth. Like, literally, like, if the sign about those underground bunkers and stuff wasn't enough to, like, convince y'all that these people don't care about us and only care about the dollar and themselves, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, something's got to give here. Like, enough is enough. Like, we really got to wake up, people. We got to stop talking. That's another thing, too. Stop talking. Stop talking. Be the walk. Stop talking. Walk, 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 walk. Walk, please. It's time to walk. We really got to walk. We really got to protest. We really got to, something's got to give. And it's just at the same time, too, for me personally, I'm just like, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to go with it. Like, if I were to, like, it's so easy to be like, oh, let's, not go to work, or let's protest this day. It's so easy to do that, but it's just like, it's something that it's like, we have to plan. Like, we just can't just, all of the snap of a finger is just, expect it to work. Like, it's not realistic. Like, something's got to give, because I'm just so tired of this. I'm tired. This whole system is so messed up and so chaotic. It's unjust. It's unfair. I don't do nothing to nobody. I do my job. Go home like the rest of everybody. And I respect, I'm kind, I'm nice. Like, something's got to give. That's all I got to say on that.
Serious question, guys. How are y'all affording shit? I want to know is, how the fuck are y'all driving around with brand new Porsches, brand new Cadillacs, brand new Audis? How are you doing it? We just found out that my car, I have a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It only has 80,000 miles on it. So it should be fine, you would think, right? Well, we just went to get the oil changed 2 days ago and found out that I have $4,000 worth of work. So I need a new oil cooler, I need new tires, I need new belts, I need all kinds of new shit. That's $4,000. And this car's only worth $11,000. So we were weighing our options. We were to get the kind of car that I want. Like, obviously I'm not going to go out and buy a new car or even a used car that I'm not happy with, because why pay for something you're not happy with? He's spending like $700 or $900, depending on the options that we went with, a month for a freaking vehicle. Can't understand. Please tell me, what are you doing? You know, in the comments, because this economy is fucking trash.
How are y'all making it? No, literally, how are y'all making it? Because, little backstory, I decided back in January that I was going to monetize on this app. Every dollar I made, no matter how big, how small, was going to go to a savings account, and that was going to be money for a down payment on our house. Because if you don't know, me, my husband, and our 2 kids are living with my parents. Spoiler alert, that's not happening. We're having to take that money I'm making and use it to get by until the next week, on top of my husband's income. My husband's making the most money he's ever made, and this is the brokest we've ever been. Make it make sense. I'm not a bougie bitch. I might get my lashes done, but my friends do my hair. I don't get my nails done. Like, I'm really not that high maintenance. We try to live within our means. We truly do. It's like, no matter how much you don't go out to eat, no matter how much you don't spend money, you're still gonna be broke. Why? Because that is the world that we live in. So I know I'm not as educated as I should be when it comes to voting. All I know is that shit was a lot better 4 years ago. I could afford to breathe, and I had my own house. Right now, nobody can afford housing. Nobody can afford food. And if you can, congratulations, because you're far and few. So please, for the love of God, take that into consideration come November and make a change, because I am tired. I am tired of living like this.
Having a child in this economy literally means you get a box of diapers and 1 bag of necessities for your child for $185, and that doesn't even include things like formula, wipes, clothes. This is literally not even considered the bare minimum. $185.
So I posted a video the other day, and I basically was asking people how they were surviving in this economy. And I guess the next question that I have is, how many jobs are you working to survive in this economy? I had a woman who was the same age as myself comment on my video, and she had basically said that, you know, she is now working 3 jobs just to survive. I had another gentleman who had mentioned that he's now living paycheck to paycheck at a job that he's been at for 30 years, and he's a single father, and he's never felt the pinch like he's doing now. And then I've also had several people that have commented that they are now using their credit cards just to pay some of their bills to survive. And then there are people that were in retirement that are now having to come out of retirement to go ahead and be able to pay their bills now. So I'm just kind of curious, you know, how many of you out there have now had to go on and take 2, 3 jobs just to be able to still live paycheck to paycheck and survive in this economy right now.
Don't forget to subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
I know I'm not the only one struggling in this economy. I became a stay-at-home mom 3 years ago, and my husband is making more money than he has ever made in his life, and we are still tight. Back in 2020, we built this house, making way less money than we do now. And in today's economy, if we were to go buy another house, we literally could not because it is too expensive. Luckily, we are not in any credit card debt or anything, but it is still tough for us. I did start posting back on TikTok to make a little bit extra money to put into savings. But as the economy is now, there's no saving that either. I just want to make this post to let you know that you are not alone if you guys are struggling in this economy.
Capitalism has ruined our economy. Now, that's not to say that I don't agree with capitalism in general. I actually think a free market economy, the idea of putting in the work to make your fortune, to get your own financial security is great. Here's the problem, though. What we're dealing with in our economy right now has to do with the fact that everybody is greedy. People don't, in general, care about the people who work under them. Not really. They want them to be happy. They want them to be okay working there. But in general, most businesses only care about making as much money as they possibly can. And that reason is why I actually think that the federal government needs to have more of a say, more protections for employees. I think our current economy just proves that without those rules, the employees usually get the raw end of the deal. Do I think all employers are like that? No. Do I think that there are some that care about their employees and are willing to take less money themselves in order for their employees to benefit? Yes. But most laws should only care about what the vast majority do. And the vast majority of companies, the vast majority of employers care more about making money than the overall success and financial welfare of their employees. Follow and like for more content.
So my husband and I were having a conversation today, and we were just talking about the cost of living and how it's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm just curious that when you are basically debt-free and all you have are just your basic, mortgage, car insurance, utilities, groceries, gas, where do you cut back? And I'm really curious about this because we're making it, but making it is just not good enough, because when you're just making it, and if any sort of life change were to happen, it's not a matter of, have enough of like 3 months or 6 months savings. And this economy, if you lose a job, I had a friend who didn't get a job until 5 months later. I have a friend who's still unemployed. Companies are laying off everywhere. And we're all just sitting here holding our breath, hoping that what happens to others around us doesn't happen to us. Because honestly, if someone were to lose a job and they can't get employed for a long time because the economy is so bad, what are you doing? How are you making it? It's not enough just to have a 3-month emergency savings fund, because with today's inflated prices, what is that 3 months savings supposed to be? Like $100,000? People are just scraping by, and while we're doing okay, we're not saving. We're not saving at all. And I told my husband, I'm like, I'm just blessed though. I'm blessed because we are surviving in this economy. And that's it, just surviving. We're not thriving. We're not saving. We're not going into debt. So that right there is massively huge. We do have some money put aside. But how are you doing it? What do you cut from your budget when there's nothing left to cut?
How do we get out of being content? Because let me tell you, so many things go through my mind throughout the day that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a content creator. Actually, I'm gonna pick up sewing. Actually, I'm gonna open up my own Etsy shop. Like, I want to do all these different things because I'm so money hungry. And I'm so money hungry because the economy is so expensive, and it just like blows my mind. But in 2 days I'm gonna actually be like, whatever, I'll just take my like whatever 9 to 5, 7 to whatever. But like I don't want to. I have like too much anxiety to like actually put forth like the things I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, this is for my single people. Like, how are we doing this? Especially the single ladies. How are we doing this? For example, for the past 3 years, I've been taking my car to get an oil change without an issue. My old car, okay? And the amount have been about $54, which is fine, okay? Then I got a new car. I had no choice. And the bill was about $75 when I did the first oil change. And of course, I am Latina. I am going to ask the reason why, especially because I'm single. I got nobody to give me a dime besides me. So I am going to question all of this, okay? But I figure, okay, so it's $20. Like, that's okay. Things does go up. But then, today, I went in to do an oil change, and I left with a bill of $191. Like, I'm sorry. Again? So, now, I know that I did have to change the, how do you call that? The wipers, windshield. I had to change it. And it's about the same price because I have done it before in my old car. So it's about the same price. It's about $40-something. So I changed it, right? So that means that the oil cost me $140-something. So how do we go from $74 to $141? Literally in like 4 months. 4 months. And then I'm gonna be like, I asked, like, I'm sorry, what is this? And he goes, well, you know, gas is high right now. So whenever gas is high, like, everything goes up. And I'm like, no shit. I change my tank all the time. But, like, come on. Are you serious? Like, it used to be hot before, and I was still paying $54. So, you know what? I'm going to learn a new skill. That's going to be my goal for the next time I have to change the oil. I know I got to pump out the oil that is there, and then I got to put the new one. But I will learn because I am now paying $140 to get something that I used to get for $70. Like, how are we doing this, girls? Like, how? Like, seriously.
That is it for today. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and like, comment, and subscribe down below, and see you in the next video.